for options, and it read, did you know you can make money if the stock market goes up or down? And I'm like, no, I didn't know that. Let me read more, learn more. You know how you can click. And it was about options. So, I kind of knew a little bit about stocks. So now I'm like, options, I need to learn options. I can make money if it goes up or down. And I took a course and it was great. And I'm like, yes, this was back in 2015 when I initially jumped into trading other than stocks. And, it was amazing. I mean, the course was great, but it was just his strategy. So, everybody has different courses that they teach and offer, everybody nowadays. But he had like a particular strategy, just how he made money. And it wasn't in depth. It was just a kind of general overview of what he did. And you had to kind of follow his blueprint, which was fine. I made money. But that's where I got started initially with options in 2015.
All right. So if you guys are just joining us, we got Avita. She does IT. She got her start learning about the stock market by working, fixing the computers on the trading floor and seeing people her age trading and doing certain things that intrigued her in order to do that. So at that time, she started getting some education around 2015. She started learning some options, learned a specific strategy. And what happened after you learned the options? Because this happens to a lot of people. What did you end up doing next?
Life happened, right? I had a baby, car crash, just different things. So I couldn't put as much time as I wanted to in that. But during that process, I learned about Forex, and it was like foreign exchange. This is the number one market, $5.4 trillion a day.
Most liquid
It's
market.
more than real estate industry. I'm like, hold on, wait, I'm in the wrong market. Time out. What is Forex? So I kind of jumped ship and deep dive into Forex, and again took another course. It was amazing. I'm like, yes, this is it. This is the one. So it was Forex, and that's where most of my trading knowledge comes from, Forex in that market. But coming across you guys, following you guys for, I think, the last 2 years on social media, I'm like, they trade all of them. And it's crazy because I thought you couldn't, right? I'm like, no, that's too much. And you guys were doing it, have the separate rooms and the success stories. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I need to get with the program.
Yeah, because it is like when we have these discussions a lot, like when you develop a certain skill, we're all students of the market. We're all
Mm-hmm.
looking for mastery. So people
Mm-hmm.
say, where should I start? Forex? Should I do
Yeah.
futures? Should I do stocks? Should I do options? It's like, it's a personality trait. It's all trading once you get to a certain level. It's just like what you want to be able to focus on, right, at the point. And like you said, education, you're able to grow and grow in order to adjust to that market. And the problem is with most people, they never master one thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? They never focus. So like, that's why I'm glad we're able to talk to you, because even though you did options, life came in the way and you catered towards Forex for whatever reason, you were able to stick with that, right? And
Mm-hmm.
now that's probably more of your baby, your comfort level.
Yep.
Now you decided, okay, let me go back to options to master that, because we're all
Mm-hmm.
students of the market. There's
Yep.
always something that we can learn, always something
Yep.
that we can learn. So, but in the beginning, I do suggest with people, you really can't jump everywhere. But when it's been so gracious for us because of the experience that we're able to trade these markets, that we're able to do it, and that's just from us always being students, always being a student of the market and be able to do that. So another question, um, how did you enjoy the course? What was your highlights from it? Things of that nature. Because you said you did take an options course before. You
Mm-hmm.
learned some strategies. What is the difference between then, now, things of that nature? How you benefit from
Yeah, sure. So again, the course originally I took, it was an overview and it was a specific strategy catered to
Mm.
what, this person just, I learned, this is how I kind of tweaked it, and I'm gonna teach you. Your guys' course, I mean, it had that foundation. And you guys talk about it all the time, having structure. And I know the other testimonies mention that. And it's important that people know that you guys have structure. It's just like in school, you have level one, level two, level three is structured, it's organized. You guys are knowledgeable. You guys were patient, right? The additional support in the chat room with Don is it's the whole package versus how you particularly trade and you want to teach people this. I feel it's important in the trading world general that learn everything and kind of pick the way you want to trade, right? And have your own identity in the trading world. But the course was phenomenal. You know, having it one day a week on a Sunday was perfect. I'm a mom and a wife, and I'm like, no, Sunday nights, yes, sign me up. Um,
Yeah.
the additional access to the recorded program webinar where we could go back during the week. Homework, right? I love homework because I believe in the chat room, Don mentioned he was talking to somebody and he's like, well, this is your homework. I was like, I want homework too, Don. Everybody, is this a group thing or give me specific homework, because I'm always about, learning new stuff and well, what worked for her and work for me, But no, the course
Yeah.
is definitely recommended. I've already, spoke highly about you guys to family and friends.
And that's the thing where, just like you, this has been a great group,
Mm-hmm.
that we had coming around this time, and we all have plans too. Toya talk about that to keep everybody together on Facebook and stuff like that as well. But that's the thing when you're working with people, like with your mental mindset, like everybody we talk to, and that's our ideal customer because everyone is trying to learn, right? They're not chasing a specific dream, they realize the educational value. And that's the
Mm-hmm.
hardest thing in this business, is because a lot of people just see the money, the money, the money, the
Mm-hmm.
money, the money. I want
Mm-hmm.
this, I want this, I want this. I need this bad. And don't realize that if you control that emotion and you allow someone to give you that structure and also the accountability,
Mm-hmm.
because if you do the homework, right? That's why we do, like when we do our private students or stuff like that. I know if I'm gonna meet with you on a one-on-one session if you did your homework or not, because I know. Like even if you're telling me something wrong or if you're telling me something that's not right, I still know you might have tried. But if you come there and you're like, duh, or whatever, I know that you really don't want it. I
Yep.
know that, and that's what you're paying for, a service or the product. Because I'll tell you, hey, you don't want it. You just don't want it. You know what I mean? So, but that's good that um, you just experience from continuing to learn and continuing to learn. And I like when people say, yes, I do homework, I enjoy it, because that shows that you're a thorough learner, and at the end of the day, you're going to benefit no matter what. And that group allows other people to say, hey, let me get off my little lazy trail and see what's going on in here.
Yep.
Because when you go in the Slack room, like I go in there, I'm behind like 100 messages.
Yep.
I'm like, oh God, you got to scroll back.
Go back.
What did they talk about? What did they talk
Yep.
about? And try to that's your homework on yourself,
It
because somebody
is.
could have said something that you didn't think about
Mm-hmm.
in order
Yeah,
for you to
no.
benefit from it.
Don is such a good thing that we can go back and see it because Don would, whoever's in the room at the time, he was like, well, try this and do this and step one, two, and three. And then if you come in, he's like, go back and do step one, two, and three. And I was able to I'm a night owl because I like to trade the London session. And I'm like, let me go back and see what they were talking about. And I went through step one, two, and three And it was so simple. And I'm like, man, I didn't need to be right then in that conversation. I was able to go back and do everything because he was helping us set up our Think or Swim chart on our screens, the dual screens and everything, and switching the time, the ticks. And I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. This is the business. It was just enjoyable.
Mhm.
I really appreciate you guys.
No, no, we appreciate offering a good service for people to know, because that's what we're saying. At the end of the day,
Mhm.
our hardest thing is to let people know that it's possible, that it's possible, and that, at what we started off at, like Latoya and I, we started off as students and traders. That's it. We're just students and traders, always talking about the market, talking about the market. And then once you start meeting other people that have the same type of passion for it, you're like,
Mhm.
okay, what can I show? What can we do different that other people are doing? And that's where, like I mentioned before, that first week during the class, I got so many messages. Are we going to learn this? Are we going to learn that? Are we going to? I know this already. And I'm like,
Mhm.
please, people, please, please, just wait, little by little. And then now, like at the end, it's like, boom, now it's coming into fruition that everybody's starting to really grasp and put stuff together. So,
Yeah.
oh, that's
Yeah,
that's
I
just great.
remember taking I was trying to switch industries, right? I was trying to do I think real estate or something, and the guy was like, "Well, we're looking for somebody who don't know have any experience because people who have experience, they come in like, well, I already know that, and I don't want to do that, and can you move on to the like, can we jump ship?" And even though I knew a little bit about options, right? I'm like, no, I want to start from A, and
Hmm.
take me hand by hand and teach me, the way, because I think everybody kind of does it a little different. Um,
Correct.
and then you kind of, tweak it to how you like it. But that was what I needed. And I was like, yes, don't, no, we don't skip nothing. Start from the beginning, please. So
Correct.
I think that helped me. And a lot of people, they'll see, these companies where, oh, they're flashing stuff. I got this house and car, and you can trade, and that's where the emotions come in because people think, oh, I'm about to start trading. I'm gonna make this much money initially, and I had to
Yeah.
learn because I everybody's blown accounts, right?
Yeah.
Been
Correct.
there.
Exactly.
So I was like, no, wait,
Listen,
step
we all
back.
blown correct. Yeah.
Yes, I mean plenty, especially in Forex. And I'm like, no, let me take the emotions out of it. Let me do the psychology and understand that, this is a life skill. It's not get
Correct.
rich. It's generational where this is something I'm being taught and I'm gonna learn every year, new changes and stuff. So no, I was like impressed that you guys started there because I didn't know with the group everybody's experience. And if we were
Yeah.
going to start, we come to the table knowing this already, right? You should know what support and resistance is, right? You guys
Yeah.
started from the beginning. I was
Yeah. That's what we have to do. Like some traders, like we'll get traders like, hey man, I've been trading for 20 years. I worked here. I owned my own prop firm. I did this, and me and Latoya like, yeah, I did this, I did that. I'm like, all right. So we meet for the first time. I'll be like, all right, let's talk about candlesticks. Man, I know candlesticks. I said, let's talk about We start with candlesticks, and after that session, they be like, I thought I knew
like,
candlesticks. I
yep,
said, see, you thought you
yep,
knew candlesticks, but you did not know candlesticks,
yep.
right? You did not know at all. Because the way we teach you the way we know,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And that's the same thing like when you mention Forex, right? We teach all markets. It don't matter, but that's the biggest question that we ask people. Okay, why do you want to take the Forex? Like, because a lot of people ask our opinion. Hey, man, I'm thinking about taking a Forex course. Okay, why? Well, I know somebody else is taking it and they do this and this and this. Like it's like
Mm-hmm.
I can't choose for you, but why? Why? Well, I see you can make a lot of money. I'm like, boom. See? Now I'm not saying that you can't take the course, but you're telling me now that's why you want to take the course,
Yeah.
right? But like you said, Forex could be very volatile. It takes a lot of discipline. You got
Mm-hmm.
to understand the different markets. You got to understand everything that's going out, the currencies in that
Mm-hmm.
country, their GDP, in
Yep.
that country, you got to follow all of that stuff. And people don't realize that in some cases, not all, some people don't realize that, but it's just your attitude towards why you want to trade. Because if you're
Yep.
coming to it with that mindset because you saw somebody make this amount of money, you're automatically going to fail because you're
Immediately.
looking to take $10 with a point zero lot, point one lot, and make that $100 overnight because
Yes.
you saw somebody else do that. It don't happen that way.
In a
It don't
week's
happen
time. Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah. Yeah. It's
in a week's time. It's just like because that's our first thing we do with our Forex students. Like when they're consistent, boom, boom, boom. It's all about risk management and things like that. But that's just besides the point. It's just one of those things where, like you said, being a student, having realistic expectations, and
hmm
also the accountability. Like you have to take the personal accountability, and that's what we notice with the type of students that we've been drawing and we've been blessed to have because it's more of a joy because at the end of the day, even though we are providing a service and a business, we still are traders. And
hmm
the thing is, we're in some cases we're too approachable. Like my messenger would be off the hook. Latoya's messenger, like when they call the phone, one of us, if the admin don't pick up, we'll pick up, blase, blase.
Yeah.
But we can't stop being people. We can't stop being people.
Yep.
But so that's going to bother us if we feel that the majority of people aren't benefiting from it. So that's our whole goal, no matter what. We're not super huge all over the place, but we want people like yourself to be able to say, hey, we got a good service and it worked out well. It's not perfect, but we know we're in a situation where we don't feel like we was left out of anything. And of course, we got the super Don, the sleeper Don. We always talk about him, the caveman who comes
Right.
in here and he just polishes everybody up like boom, boom, boom. To do that. So
Yeah, and he will, get you right because one of the things because I think I asked the question and he asked the question back and I was like, I like that you didn't tell me the answer, like he was like,
yeah.
no, go to your screen and we're gonna find your answer. And I'm like, man, where have you been? And he is
Oh
awesome.
yeah,
Like he is awesome. Because
yeah.
a lot of people they know stuff but they can't teach it. And
Hmm.
the way he teach the fundamentals is like, yeah, you on point
Exactly.
outside the gym.
And that's one of the things. Like we don't need praise or anything like that, which is good because you didn't hire me to be your friend.
hmm
Sometimes like it is not in a negative way, but I'll have coaching sessions and I can hear the students on the other side. If the camera's not on, you can seem like they get a little bit emotional. It's not that I'm yelling at you or like, but I'm trying to push you to
Yeah.
realize that you're not taking this
Yep.
serious.
Yep.
You're not taking this serious. So everybody will be in a situation where it's like, one student was like, "So you mad at me?" Like you can hear like they got emotional, and I'm like, "Hey,
Mhm.
did I say something wrong?" Like they gonna want to meet with, because some people say they just want to meet with Toya. I'll keep it real. Like, can I meet
Really?
with Toya? Because everybody personality is different, right?
Yeah.
But I'm trying to make sure because that's how I am all the time, like that. In some cases, that you have to get it right. I don't want you
Yeah.
wasting my time, and I don't want to waste your time, even though you
Or
pay for a
money.
service. Yeah,
Right.
or money. So
Yeah.
I don't want you going off and saying that you didn't learn anything
Right.
because if you're not learning, it's because of you. You're getting everything. Like at the
hmm
end of the day, like we can show you everything, we can give you the structure and explain everything to you. But it's up to you to take that information in and study and apply it.
Yep.
So, and that's where it comes with trading. It's like you have to take a lot of responsibility on yourself,
hmm
first in order to achieve it. You know, that's why it's so easy to blame somebody if you give them a trade alert and they didn't get out in time or if it didn't work right. That's why we say like our trading rooms, you have to be a trader to be in it, right? You
hmm
have to know how to trade because if something happens to go left or right, you knew what you were getting involved. Like you'll see our trade setup that we alert and it may not be for you. But an experienced trader know, okay, that's my setup. That's what I like,
Mhm.
so I'm gonna get in the trade. That one person that's not educated, they'll follow blindly. And if they get hurt financially, they want to blame somebody. That's all we
Yep.
want to do all the time, We want to
Yep.
blame with anything in
Yep.
life,
I
like
didn't make $1,000 in a week, and the signals, didn't work, and it's a scam.
exactly,
And I'm like, people,
exactly.
please, where is the responsibility, the accountability? You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
I tell people now, because they ask me a lot of questions about trading. I'm like, you know what? After you've learned the basics, take about 6 months to a year to really get it. It took me a year to really get it and be like, okay, I'm good at this. I
Oh God,
can put a
amen,
trade in
amen.
and walk away and not be, because I like to scalp and swing depending on, what time of day news and everything. But you have to kind of learn that, and it takes time, right? And
Yeah,
people will, oh no, 1 star, bad review. And I'm like, did you do what you were supposed to do?
yeah.
So,
It's like learning a language.
yep,
It's like learning a new language or playing an instrument. We all
yep.
took piano lessons,
New
wasted our
sport,
parent,
yep.
waste our parents' money. We all
Mhm.
signed up for Rosetta Stone, gave up in a week. We all
Mhm.
traded, and we make money, and we go. It's no
Mhm.
difference. It's just breaking
Practice
that
makes
same
perfect.
cycle. Exactly, exactly. And you got to be able to believe in yourself and do it. So, no, this
Yeah.
is great. So I don't want to take too much of your time. I know it's the evening. You do have a little one, but we just wanted to thank you for giving your experience, because the main goal of all of these videos is to show everybody's diverse background again. Like, you are
Okay.
a Forex trader, you already traded. This course was just more of a continuing education
Mhm.
for you to learn about, you know, more detailed options, things of that
Mhm.
nature. So before we wrap, what do you look forward to in the future with your trading, investing, things like that?
Sure. So I'm one of those sticky note people. I write down everything. Like I have to write it down. And
Oh,
I
you
write
like
down short term.
shells? You like trader shells? Go ahead.
Oh, really? Yes. So
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I love paper and love like little, journals and stuff. But I write down short-term goals and long-term goals. And I knew he was going to ask this question, so I was like, when it comes to trading, I think for my long term, I definitely want to trade all markets. Right? That is what drew me into you guys. Black owned, trade all markets, and you guys were the only people who do that. And I'm like, this is crazy. Nobody, y'all got something going on here. And
Mm.
short term is just to kind of, get my education up to speed on everything. Take my time and digest everything. Don't rush into it. It's all about continuing education and developing life skills, right? Teach my daughter, like I downloaded Stockpile and getting her involved. I have a 13 and a 3-year-old, and just try to get the community involved and family. You guys emulate that. So I'm like, yeah, no, I want to be a part of this team, this family you guys got going on. But short term, long term, I'm coming for all markets. I'm,
Oh, that's what I'm talking
for
about. Now
yes.
you said it with confidence. You come for
Yes,
all
I want to
markets.
be the next Trader Shells.
Look
She's
at her. Oh man.
awesome.
Oh yeah. See. Yep. Nah, that's good. That's good. You got to be able to do it and you got to be able to do it like that. You definitely got to
Yep.
be able to do it like that. And you on the right streak going that way,
Hmm.
especially about the generational wealth. And don't
Hmm.
worry, I'll let you know very soon. You say you got a 13-year-old daughter.
Hmm.
Just give us. We got something for them coming up very soon.
Yes,
Very, very soon. Don't worry. We'll give you the hookup with that.
I
Definitely give you the hookup
appreciate
with
that.
that.
Yes.
I ain't gonna forget about that. So, because that's what it's all about. Before we do or launch anything, we want to make sure we got structure and may have
Hmm.
everything together. So we've been
Hmm.
working on something for a little bit. So everybody that's watching, look out for that very, very soon. So we just want to thank you again. We
Thank
support
you.
all your goals. We support all your goals. We're glad that you was able to believe in and invest in us, because that really means a lot to all of us, and that everybody can just benefit no matter what. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
you go to a place and they make a good meal, a good sandwich, you're going to tell friends about it. You may come
Yep.
back again for another sandwich, a meal like that, because we want to make
Yep.
sure people are getting what they actually want and what they actually need out of it. So
Yep.
we hope you
I think
have be
word of
safe.
mouth is like the number one marketing, right? From
Mhm.
somebody's experience. Because when people ask me, I'm like so um dedicated to this, because I'm like, stocks and life insurance and real estate and e-commerce, like all these different things. And I'm like, this is what you got to do. And people are like, really? I'm like, yeah, at Profit Room, this is where, and I send them so I think word of mouth and different people experiencing these interviews you guys are doing, that's the way to go.
Yeah. No, we definitely appreciate that. We definitely appreciate that. And we always looking what we can do to critique it and try to make it even better. So
Mm-hmm.
we thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Once again, just be safe during these time of needs.
Yes, yes,
And like
yes.
we say, everybody stay healthy, stay educated, have that application, and much success. So we'll see you in the group. All right.
All right. Bye.
Have a good night. Bye
Good
bye.
night.